Chapter 3. Duban the Doctor. Sheherzade is leaving the room with her father.
"Stop!"
cries King Shahryar.
"What happens to the rich man? I must know."
"My king,"
says Sheherzade.
"I can finish the story tonight. Do you want to hear it?"
"Yes!"
cries Shahryar. And to the vizier he says,
"I don't need the executioner now. Call him tomorrow morning at this hour."
So that night, Dunyazid comes again to the king's room, and Sheherazade goes on with her story.
Then the judge says,
"Call the executioner. This rich man is a killer, and he must die."
Just then, the cook cries,
"Wait! I'm the killer!"
and he tells his story about the man in his kitchen.
"So, the cook must die,"
says the judge. Suddenly, the doctor cries,
"No, I'm the killer."
and he tells the judge about the man at the foot of his stairs.
"Then the doctor must die,"
says the judge. At that, the tailor and his wife cry,
Stop!
We're the killers.
and they tell their story about the little beggar and the fishbone.
"So, the tailor and his wife must die,"
says the judge. Just then, the fishbone falls out of the little beggar's mouth, and he sits up, alive and well. So, in the end, nobody dies, and the little beggar goes and lives at the palace, because the king there loves good stories.
"Very good.
laughs King Shahryar.
But now you must die, Sheherazade. I'm sorry."
Dunyazid cries, but Sheherazade isn't afraid. She points to the night sky through the window and says,
My king, there are many hours before morning. Would you like to hear a new story?
"Yes."
says Shahryar. So, Sheherazade begins.
King Yunan of Persia works every day for the good of his people. When he isn't working, he plays polo. But he isn't happy because he's badly ill with leprosy. Many doctors give different medicines to him, but nobody can cure him. Then, one day, Duban the doctor comes from far away and tells the king,
"I can cure you differently from the doctors here."
Do that, and you can be rich, and my best friend.
says King Yunan. So Duban makes some medicine and puts it in a polo stick. The next morning, he tells Yunan,
"Take this stick and go and play polo. With the stick in your warm hand for many hours, the medicine in it can go through your skin and cure you. After you finish playing, sit in a hot pool and then go to bed. Do all this, and tomorrow you can get up a well man.
King Yunnan does it all, and the leprosy leaves his body the next day. Happily, the king gives Duban lots of money and says,
From today, my friend, you must always sit by me.
The next day, the vizier, a bad man with a black heart, asks the king,
Do you trust Duban?
Of course.
answers Yunnan.
Be careful.
Says the vizier.
When a man can cure leprosy with medicine in a polo stick, he can easily put poison on something and kill you too.
Not good old Duban.
Says Yunnan. But day after day, the vizier says bad things about Duban. And one day...
Just then, Sheherzade's father, the vizier, arrives. King Shahryar, he says, the executioner's waiting.